The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the WD Black, the Esports Club League for Rainbow Six Siege, powered by LG Ultragear in association with AC Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I am your host, Blackjack. Joining me once again is my co-host and admin, Foxy, as we are here for the last game of Day 1 of Division 2 in Season 2. The game between Hoffen Esports and Virtual 5 Esports is underway right here. And oh wait, never mind, I believe somebody has a bit of an issue with Uplay trying to join back from the side of Hoffen Esports, as the first ban from Virtual 5 is going to be the Thatcher. Once again, the map is Villa, and we'll be proceeding with the game as it were. Foxy, how do you feel about this game we've got on hand?
Well, first things first, since we are talking about Uplay, might as well talk a little bit about Ubisoft, and that brings us to the question I want to ask the chat, and I want to ask you of all people, Blackjack, how many of you have seen the extended trailer that is now for the Assassin's Creed Valhalla reveal? Supposed to be a gameplay reveal. I know everybody's disappointed. We're having so many hashtag UB not so good in the chat, but everybody in the chat, please let us know how you feel about Assassin's Creed Valhalla coming up. And Blackjack, any thoughts that you have to share on that? Because I myself have not exactly Assassin's Creed player, but you are, and I would definitely like to hear what you have to say about it.
Well, don't get me wrong, I'm still excited for Assassin's Creed Valhalla because it promises to be a game that shakes up the formula that Origins and Odyssey brought into the franchise, right? And since it's Ubisoft Montreal partnering up with, I think, 14 other studios, who are busy making this game, I am very happy to say that I can safely bet on the game being a good game when it comes out. But as of today's extended trailer release, I'm not sure how to feel about that. Don't get me wrong, there were snippets of in-game footage, like in-engine, game engine at work. But it can't be called a gameplay trailer if there's no gameplay in it. You get what I mean? So, a little disappointed in Ubisoft, as it were. I'm pretty sure some other people are as well, but I still cannot wait for Valhalla. And they're going to do a gameplay stream. We all know Ubisoft, they will eventually do a gameplay stream a couple months down the line. So that will be where we find out exactly what we're getting with AC Valhalla. With that being said, we're going to be moving back into the game real quick, as Hoffen Esports do have a man down. We are, of course, done with the ban phase, which is Capital, Thatcher, Capital, Mira, and Pulse being the bans in this situation. Hoffen Esports are still conferring to see whether or not they want to go for a rehost to get their last player in. Okay, there we go. Kuntal has confirmed that they will, in fact, be going for the rehost. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit unfortunate, but we will be having a rehost nice and quickly in this matchup. And everyone's just going to have to wait a little bit longer for the game between Virtual 5 and Hoffen to take off in proper. So we'll be right back with more siege action on the other side of the rehost. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the game between Hoffman Esports and Virtual 5 Esports on Villa right here after the rehost nice and quickly, as we should be having no disconnection issues. Hopefully, Ubisoft servers have been going forward as we will be going into the first round right here on Villa at second for trophy from the side of V5. And of course, the first game for both of these teams in season two, excuse me, of Division 2 will be very, very important because you always want to win your first games, right? Winning the first game often means that you can get quite a bit of confidence going forward, and that will, of course, help you win future games. Confidence is everything. It's key when it comes down to executing any plays or strategies that you have in mind. With that being said, Foxy, how do you feel about the game we've got on hand?
Oh, well, we've got another Villa coming up from these two teams, and we did see them play out against each other when we went to the Division 1 matches. That is Hoffman Esports and Virtual 5. Both of them getting relegated from Division 1 onto 2 right now as we see them up and running with this game here. It's definitely going to be an interesting match. Last time we saw them play against each other on border, that match went maximum overtime. 15 rounds that we got to see, but Hoffman just got the better of Virtual 5 right then and there. But since then, Virtual 5 and Hoffman for that matter has had a few roster changes. Speaking of which, we'll be taking a quick look at both these rosters. Hoffman has got Kuntal, Killen, Lame, Lockdown and Zotac on the side of the attacking team, while we have Royce, Mike, Viper, Nanny and Kuskit for the side of Virtual 5 Esports. Really good rosters for both of these teams, and look at this, a castle strategy being employed from the side of V5, a shield being used onto that main breach that we usually see come out onto the statue room as well. A 3 versus a 3 to 2 ratio on the terms of how we are seeing V5 play this one out. Nanny is going to be playing with the help of Viper, that is the Legion and the Jaeger, stationed up onto the side of Aviator, while Kuntal, the Ash main that he always is, a very reliable one for that fact, as he is making his way through with the Zofia here. A few stun grenades go out, but Killen is going to be the one taking this peak first and foremost, while so many drones are getting dispatched and a few pre-fires come in as well. But he's going to lose that fight to Killen, and a really swift take on the side of the attack here. They've already got the Aviator games room control. For that matter, games room control is still being left, as Viper is the man on the gun with the T5 SMG, and the pre-fires are coming in from Nomad as well. A breach comes in, that's a soft one from the side of Zofia, but he's actually holding down to this very well. He's going to get himself a down, not a conversion, no impact to finish that kill as well. Ash is going to be using her Ash out as well over here, and she's going to get dispatched, as that is a Zofia. The double kill so far. Zotac is going to get picked up any moment now, and yes, he does from the Ash. It's all down to Kuskit, Mike and Royce. Not enough time being wasted in terms of the hole that we did see being put out from the side of the Jaeger and the Legion over there, but not enough emphasis being put on board from the side of Hoffman Esports either for going for this main breacher. Nobody's going to be outside bedroom, and just as I speak about it, Lockdown is going to be making his way inside from there. We'll be seeing Killen try and establish his control over here. He's going to be on full HP despite the 2 kills that he's gotten for himself, and so many flashbangs being caught out by the Magnet. And look at that peek from Killen. He's going to punish Royce for a very little peek. Killen is going to get one. He's going to get the quad kill for himself. Killen, what are you doing? He gets the ace. What a way to start off this match here. Hoffman Esports, what a play from Killen here. He's going to drop bodies left, right and center as he secures the first round for Hoffman Esports against V5. And just straight up walking into the side, getting 5 kills for himself. And what a play from the Zofia. Really well played, Killen. Very much needed for the side of Hoffman Esports, and such a destructive start for Hoffman right here on Villa as we proceed to round 2.
What a play indeed from the man himself, Killen, getting an ace to start things off for himself and his team in Season 2 right here. You know, they won't be too happy about the relegation down to Division 2, but that will certainly lighten the mood quite a bit going into this match. We saw the Goyo B6 pick in right there from Viper, as the site is once again second for a trophy from the side of the defense right here. And Again, they're gonna have pretty much the same strat. They've got the castle, that's Koskid. They've got the mute, that's Mike. Viper, we saw the Goyo come out from him. Royce on the Wamai, and a Nanny or. See, okay, a little offbeat thing here, right? So the word nanny usually employs two N's, right? A double N. And seeing the single N there makes my brain think, okay, but can I say that? And sometimes my brain defaults to nani, you know, the Japanese word nani,
5 seconds
from that infamous meme of "you are already dead." So yeah, it's kind of like, what do I say? Which is why my brain shuts down for a minute. But I'll of course do my best to try and work around that, because my brain has not quite been supporting me all of today. But no, never mind. Anyway, come back into the game right here. Action plays in effect in round 2. Hoffman Esports have the first round in hand, and Virtual Five definitely going to be looking to try and get the second round in their favor. The early game equalizer is always the telltale sign of a good game from both of these teams. I won't say a close game as up. The ADS is going to catch a couple of flashbangs right there, and the Goya shield should be popped by the Zofia any second. Oh, there we go. Off the board as the ADS is also down. The Jaeger inside of Vault, he's of course got another roamer to support him right there, which will of course be the first line of defense that Hoffman Esports are about to run into. Viper and Nani are in there for the time being. Viper's playing games. He's going to be droned out for the inside of games, excuse me, going to be droned out by the Ash on 90 hallway, traditional hallway, as the drone's going to go right by into 90. Another drone's going to spot the Jaeger. Oh, what a shot! The pre-fire is coming out from the Jaeger, and Killen just walks into his line of fire, as that is an unfortunate situation to be in. The Zofia is down, even though the lifeline would have been a great use later on in the game. Still playing inside of Vault. Jaeger's got some good cover and a good friend to support, as Viper's going to take down Konto. That's another big kill. The Ashes on the board, while the exothermic breach is going to come in from the Thermite inside of offices. Okay, Vault door. Point of contention. The Jaeger's going to lose. It's down to Viper to hold down this roam game inside of games right here. Does he know that there's a Vault push happening? No, he doesn't, and he'll be taken out accordingly. And the double kill from Zotac is going to take the roam game out of Virtual Five's round right here. In the meanwhile, was that a deployable cam? Probably Mute's deployable cam now that I think about it, because of course the SAS operator has access to
Bomb
those
located by attacker.
pieces of utility. Now, one of the ADSs definitely caught one. No, okay, never mind. Air jab right close to Mute. He's going to be way too aware of that, but he knows that there's somebody else right here, as one of the magnets of Wamai is going to catch. Two magnets of Wamai are going to catch flashbangs, and Nomad's going to try and make a play happen, as Lame's drone is going to find where Royce is playing. He's going to peek. He's going to get Zotac. That's a big kill. The Nomad is off the board, and even though the air jab was stopping. Oh, okay. Kuskit in the meanwhile is going to take down Lockdown. All right. And with that, it's all down to a 1v3 for Lame with the third point on the diffuser to try and make the play happen for his team. He's got 23 seconds left on the clock for himself to make any plays that he can. But he's very apprehensive about making a push, because there's a shield, there's a Wamai. The Wamai goes down. The Mute will, however, clean up, as Virtual 5 Esports are going to win round 2. Well then. That was certainly a play and a half from the side of Virtual 5 to take round 2. Even though it came down to a 1v3 at the end, which was a 1v2 when the Wamai went down, it still went in their favor, and they'll be happy to know that they have gotten the first round on board nice and early. But will they be able to capitalize on this early game situation, try and take the lead in towards roll swap? Only time will tell. Foxy, over to you.
All right, so coming back to what I saw, a repetition in the last round in this one as well. Is Royce just not able to hold that statue angle for himself? He got taken out twice, and definitely this round was in the clutches of V5, and they proved that as well. Really good roam game coming out from them, but then again, Royce is just a funny banter, in fact, that he just could not stay alive in that spot that he's been playing 2 rounds in succession. It's a little funny to watch that, nothing else. We'll be seeing Mike making sure this a very specialized, I would say, it's a very meticulous shells being used here for the side of the smoke. You're making sure he's getting only and only the amount of rotations necessary for himself, as Royce is going to maneuver himself back. The shield on the hallway, but look at this. No reinforcements on the side of the 90 wall. Definitely they've got the wall reinforced, but where are the reinforcements being put down to? There's 2 onto the side of Trophy, 3 onto the side of Statue. That's 5 already. One's going to be on the side of Aviators, while they've got a Goyo shield for themselves, and 2 and 3 for that matter on the side. Whoa, what a really nice strategy. As in the beginning, I was a little scared on why exactly the 90 wall is unreinforced, because you can get yourselves a direct line of sight all the way from the 90 hallway inside the site here. If you definitely, excuse me, if you have a soft breacher for yourselves, 1 second. As I just make sure that oh my is gonna get blown out of existence from Kuntal from down below.
See what I just saw.
Yes,
Wow.
you saw exactly what I saw. As Royce is gonna make quick work. Excuse me, Kuntal is gonna make quick work of Royce. As that was funny as hell to watch, man. That is exactly why you don't allow somebody on low HP to hold choke points like that. Especially not with a shield, to just invite attackers to do stuff like that. And that is going to be a hole in the strategy that is being deployed from the side of Virtual 5, more than what the man count is going to matter for Hoffen Esports right now. Excuse me as I just try to I try to get back my composure here on the words that I'm trying to spit out of my mouth, because that was definitely a hell of play that we got to see there. But Kuntal, along with Xerox, is going to be making his way through this main stairs area. They've got themselves a really nice establishment. He's going to be making his way in from the bar as well. He's still got one more Ash charge that he can use anytime to get himself that 90 wall open. But pre-fast coming from the Jaeger, that is going to be Nani once again. Well, Viper is going to drop Xerox. That's a Nomad taken on the board, but she's already deployed those air jabs, and that is exactly what is going to help her. Drone go out from the Zofia is going to be wrapped onto the 90. Excuse me. As the deployable cam is going to get taken out as well. But guess who else is going to get taken out with the peak hole from Nani being deployed onto that hallway? Nani's going to eat a lot of shots himself. He's going to have to go for this white peak, but not enough damage being done. He's just going to fall back. It's a 4 versus 3 in the favor of Virtual 5 Esports. Killen is taking this fight anytime now. They've got a really nice isolation for themselves onto this classical hallway. The push comes in from the side of Lockdown anytime now. The push is imminent, making his way through, and just as I spoke about it, the soft reach comes in onto the 90 hall. But look at that peek from Viper. Is going to claim the life of the Zofia, while Mike is here to drop flame. It all comes down to Lockdown. He's going to get one, but he's not going to get the rest. And Virtual 5 Esports, with a really good strategy that I saw them employ here, is definitely going to put the attack on a little bit of a confusing path here, and that is what is going to grant them the victory as well. Hoffen Esports stand at a deficit in terms of man count and in terms of the map advantage that Virtual Esports are taking away from them. 1-2 is the scoreline as we proceed to round 4, excuse me.
Foxy is looking twice as far into the future as any of us are, as we are going to be going into round 4 right here. 2-1 is the scoreline in favor of V5 in the early game. But once again, early game it is. It still could be a match that Hoffen take by storm, or it could be a match that goes to a maximum overtime round 15. Only time will tell what fate awaits us tonight in this match between Virtual 5 and Hoffen Esports right here.
Defenders, protect your
As
bombs
we
from
will be
being
moving
defused
to
by
round
attackers.
4 nice and quickly. The site is going to be first floor kitchen, a site that is very much a brilliant site. Just ask Reckoning Esports, you know. They will always tell you, go kitchen first. Foxy, I know you know all about that. That's why I'm bringing up the fact that Reckoning loves this site. Because you've told me yourself before that you love this site, and I have to concur, you know. The
Definitely.
kitchen as a site, definitely very, very defendable. It's a great site to hold down on, and a great site to even make a retake happen. And replay C4 from Viper. Alrighty then, interesting play from the Bandit, choosing to deploy his C4 before the round even begins, to, you know, just have it there. You know, there'll be intel coming in from the rest of his team saying, okay, this is where they're pushing from, blow the C4, he's gonna blow the C4, maybe get somebody in the process. Will that be the case? Only time will tell, as we are now in action phase of round 4. Hoffen Esports, they want to equalize as a bandit battery gets put down on the shield right on the bedroom door. And that's a good placement of a shield right there. It denies the run-in for any operator because they can't squeeze through the sides the little gaps between the door frame and the deployable shield, but it leaves just enough room for an ADS to catch out any projectile headed towards that shield. So a good placement, a good use of a deployable shield and Jaeger's ADS coming out from the side of V5. Whether or not that's going to save the shield only, of course, depends on how Hoffen end up.
Blackjack, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to cut you off here. Look at this amazing strategy being employed by V5. They got themselves reinforcements on the top floor. That is a triple wall, definitely. They've got the China wall open, the solo wall that we usually see reinforced. That is being extended into the hole that Mike is doing with the smoke. He's got the castle barricades on both those doorways to make sure none of the push comes in. But meanwhile, Kuntan is going to drop Viper. Definitely going to go back to that in just a moment as I try and appreciate what V5 is bringing on the table here. Royce has got himself a really nice place to play at Memorial. He's got a rotation hole as well for himself, while the reinforcements are actually going to be on the hallway side. While the laundry reinforcement, that's just classic at this moment, the standard stuff being done. But Killen has already made his way inside side from that very hole as I was speaking about. That is the doorway for that matter. As we'll be seeing Killen fall back. He doesn't want to get overexcited with his plays. They've gotten themselves an advantage in terms of man count, and they don't want to be using that against or giving away that position to their defenders. Coming back, Blackjack, please.
It's all right, but thank you for the transition from that beautiful strategy explanation for Virtual 5 Esports as the smoke that is Mike is trying to get some shots on it too. Ooh, the prone pick comes out from the Nomad right there. Excuse me, the Zofia, as Killen will make quick work of Mike, and Lodger will take down Trisket as well as a 5v2. All down is a 5v1 actually, all down to Nani right here on the Jaeger, who's got to make this play happen. He's coming for a site retake, but will he be able to, or will he be spotted? He's going to see the Zofia drop him, and that's the first kill in this ace clutch situation that he's found himself in. There's one pushing from behind. The Nomad will be unsuccessful, as that is a double kill for the Jaeger. He's got 3 more to cut down, but there's one playing above him, and he should see. No, he won't. The diffuser gets dropped as the Jaeger gets another kill onto Lame. It's a 1v2 right now, but no, from the hatch up laundry is going to be the IQ. Lockdown confirms the final kill onto the last defender alive, and unfortunately, Jaeger, trying his hardest, will not get the clutch situation for Virtual 5 as Hoffen Esports take round 4.
A really nice attempt coming in from Nani over there, but just could not connect for his team. The man on the gun. In fact, I don't think you caught that moment, but I was appreciating Nani before the lobby started into the match that you really have some good gunplay on you, Nani. It's good to see you play, and more than that, it's more amazing to even get to cast your plays. Definitely a really good try from the Jaeger over there, but it's not enough to convert them that victory, and the equalizer does come in from Hoffen Esports. 2-2 is going to be the scoreline as we proceed round 5. So once again, V5 coming in with really good strategies. Definitely, it's a little bit more of a pocket strategy, not much change from what we usually get to see. But then again, the way the meta is ever changing in Siege is definitely something that even a little change is something that you always got to keep your eyes upon. And it did come down to Hoffen Esports just winning every single gunfight that they took. They knew exactly where to determine their insertion points from. And that is what put them at an advantage, because the SMG-11 versus the AR of the Zof... Oh, Royce, that's not... I don't think that's somewhere you can just put down your magnet. But anyways, it's still going to be hidden for the while. The debris is definitely going to cover up that magnet. But coming back to what I was saying, the SMG-11 versus the AR of the Zofia, not a fight we were seeing Mike win that out anyway. But then again, anything can happen in the game like this, and Virtual 5 Esports have got to realize something very crucial. No matter what strategy they bring out for themselves, if they don't win the gunfights, the strategy is almost as good as useless. Danny, once again with Viper, he's going to be getting himself this tag team that has been doing so much damage for the attacking team so far. Did not turn out well in the first round, as we did see Killen come out with a beautiful ace on the Zofia, but Nani making sure he doesn't allow that anymore. He got the second round on board for himself with the roam game that we saw him do with Viper. Still got the shield once again, and the shield is gonna make quick work of this time around, as it won't be placed a little back into the doorway, and there's no ADSs to stop that, as looks like Danny's just decided that the ADS is being implied on that utility is just not enough, and it's pretty much off an overkill at this point. He's gonna go for this white peak, does get caught out, not able to get the drone, he's gonna get the other in fact, and move back onto the vault area. The vault reinforcement is being put to use as well, as Viper is here to support him from the hallway push coming in anytime now. Oh, Nanny with a shot onto Zotac. What a play from the Jaeger. Just like I said, it's amazing watching him play, while this man has just some amazing, and more than that, just amazeballs gunplay that he's got for himself. The carbine working perfectly to his advantage. Drone is going to spot the Jaeger once again, while the rappel game is on from the landing window as well. Nanny is still very patient with this play. He's going to get the drone. That's almost the 4th drone that he's eaten down so far, as the push from Killen is imminent. Killen making his way through slowly. He's waiting for anybody to get aggressive from the side of landing area, but nobody's going to get aggressive, as they know exactly whom to trust, and that is going to be the carbine on the Jaeger, and that is being manned by Nanny. Nanny being equally he's being equally patient as well, as I stumble on my words there a little. There's still got Viper to help him, but Viper's actually fallen back, and a really good emphasis in terms of how the roam is being stalled out here. It's a 1 versus 1 essentially that we're seeing Killing pull out, as the roam play has slowly been decimated, as we will be seeing them go onto the side of the closet. Oh, what? Kuntal is just going to walk in. He's going to get himself a double kill, and this is exactly what I'm talking about. V5 having really good strategies, but not understanding what Hoffen is doing here. The refrag comes right into the place. Casket is here. 3 versus 3 being established. Still got still got 3 more attackers to cut through. That is the defense finally stepping up their game. Viper goes for the C4, but only 15 seconds remaining, as I cannot realize that myself. Nanny is here to, oh, he's going to potato all of his shots. In fact, as Lame is going to win that fight, it all comes down to Viper. He's going to get that first track for himself. The plant is going down, but the push comes in. Oh, look at the denial from Viper. Now he's going to win them the round. What a play from Virtual 5 Esports, and what a flag coming in from the side of V5. It's going to secure them that victory as well, as Hoffen Esports once again crumble against the clock. Just cannot make their work with the swift attack that they try to bring on board for themselves. The room clear wasted so much time for them, not enough time to convert on the push that they try to make on the bedroom towards the end of the round there, and that is exactly what is going to award V5 with another victory. 3-2 is the scoreline as we proceed to round 6 before the side swap.
1 round away from the side swap right here for both of these teams, as they'll be looking to make some plays happen right now. 3-2 in favor of V5 off of that brilliant play to deny the diffuser at the very last second, winning them the round, as Hoffen will definitely be beating themselves over that particular misplay, wasting way too much time on the rumors. Really, with 40 seconds left, you can't make a play on site if you don't have your coordination ready, and it definitely fell through as soon as they started trying to get in there. With that being said, we're going to be seeing the Aviator Games Room come out from the side of V5 once again. You know, they did win trophy, so they want to go to Aviator. They want to get second floor done as fast as possible, and this is of course the last round before the roll swap takes effect, which means V5 will be going on the attack, and this round is going to be very crucial for them to win. Once again, they're going to be using these lines of sight made by shotguns of, this time Smoke, of course, which was Mike. And it's quite interesting where these placements are being made. Look at the shield right here, for instance, is looking through that wall between the sites in towards the north door of Aviator Room. That's, of course, one of the particular angles that they have. Another one is a Goyo shield facing the open wall of Aviator, the double wall facing offices, which, of course, looks into balcony through the main door of office. Again, well-placed lines of sight and shields from the side of Virtual 5 Esports. But then again, as Foxy mentioned, it's all good and it's all working out until when it comes down to the gunfights, where V5 have just not been able to play to their absolute strengths. There we go. The shield should be popped any second now, as Goyo is in a little bit of danger. Viper, there we go. Goyo shield does get taken out. Viper is going to have to move around the flames for a little bit, playing around the dancing flames, putting himself in a bit of risk as he tries to play the reinforcement on the office wall. In the meanwhile, Hibana opens up Vault, which is another big entryway made by the side of Hoffen Esports on this attack. And the Wamai on 90 is going to be spotted out as well. The 90 bend of traditional hallway, that is, not the desk 90. There's a lot of 90-degree bends in Villa, mind you. As Wamai is just trying to make his way back to site, he's going to be drawn out once again. The rotation from the traditional hall wall is going to be saving him for the time being, as there is, I believe, somebody that is IQ, I think, on the window rappel. Shots fired from out of nowhere, hits Nanny a little bit, but the Jaeger is not going to take too much damage that he has to move out of there for the time being. Lots of droning happening once again from Hoffen Esports. They want to make sure that as soon as they go for this peak, as soon as they go for the push to site, they can take down the defenders one by one as the main stage push is happening. But no, Hibana is going to lose that, and the Kuntal goes down as Mike is going to get the first kill of the round for his team, as it has all come down to the last 3 attackers, as one more is down. That is Viper taking down Killin, and while the main hallway is going to be pushed now, Flasco hallway. Oh, okay. I thought Zotac took down his own friendly drone right there, but he didn't. He's just going to be making some lines of sight with the bullets of the ARX on the Nomad right here as he looks to push in towards sight. But there are, of course, operators playing inside on. Oh no, his own lines of sight being used against him as Royce takes down Zotac. He's going to be playing, he knows that there's somebody by the shield outside, and he will get that kill as well. What a shot onto lockdown, as it is all down to the last attacker Lame, who's eating quite a lot of shots. A smoke canister comes out as he is being denied entryway. 15 seconds and less left in the round, as the Thermite has to make the plays happen, but he won't be able to, as the Royce will clean up on the last attacker, and Virtual 5 winning a lot of gunfights this round around, making sure that the strategies they're employing come to fruition, and they will go into Rollstop, 4-2 in the lead.
V5 finally stepping up their gun game there. Definitely got themselves that advantage taken away. And more than that, I think Hoffen Esports just could not find themselves a good entry point into the map. It's just so much utility being employed by the side of V5, and so many open angles that Hoffen had to take care of. And it just bamboozled them in layman's terms, if you ask me. We'll be seeing Killen bring out the Wamai instead of the castle, as they'll be going to the Aviator games once again, and we might even see a similar role with the shield being brought on the board. We have the smoke with the shield, the Goyo with the shields, and now the Wamai with the shield as well. Maybe that is what they want to do. And look at this, Killen already bring out the shield. Like I talk about, Lame has got himself a shield as well, and obviously I don't even need to switch onto lockdown for showing his shields, and that is his special ability. Definitely, the Goyo shields work 2 ways, at least in comparison to how the normal deployable shields work in this game. And I only say normal, it's not like the other ones are alien, but you know what I mean. We're seeing Kuntal running the AUG. He's got himself a really nice gun. The TCSG out of the nerf, not being used by many people. We even saw Viper run the Vector on the Goyo, and that is exactly what we'll be seeing Lockdown do as well. Not exactly sure what he's trying to do here. Finally, finding a sweet spot. He's gonna get himself a shield. Oh no, actually he wants to establish a really good line of sight for himself. A little more. There you go. A little more tighter angle, right? It's still a little too huge. Let's go Lockdown. I'm with you. Yeah, do it. Let's go. There we go. You have it. No, Mike is gonna get Viper. Mike. No boy, can we please have from the chat for Viper, as he's gonna get team killed by his own teammate, that is Buck, as he was making his way through the barricade onto the closet. That being said, we'll be seeing Mike making his way through the red stairs area. He's making sure he's catching off that any rotation being made on the red stairs area. Well, he's just going to come out with a nomad charge for himself. The air jab being deployed, as we will be seeing Zotac holding down the 90 hallway. Anytime he can pick a fight here. Gonna spot a drone, gonna take it out. He's got himself a really nice reinforcements working towards his favor, because that is definitely going to deny